Okay, as promised, I am back for part two of my top 10 fashion runway shows of 2025. We're going to go ahead and get into it. Coming in at number five, we do have St. Laurent's Menswear Fall Winter 2025 collection. I love the set design. That was the first thing that stood out to me. They have a huge chandelier. I have like a little bit of it in this video, but I implore you to go watch the video. It was dark, it was sexy, it was moody, it was all of the things. Like with the 80s hints, we have the exaggerated shoulders, the slick back hair, the dark tinted glasses, double breasted coats, everything you can think of. Even with the leather, leather is a huge staple. It's chic, it's sleek. We have the leather trench coat. I feel like a lot of these things, they're definitely bringing sexy, but they call it desk to dungeon dressing, and I kind of love that name. I live for it. But the star of the show fits so seamlessly in that you wouldn't even realize that all of these men are wearing sexy leather thigh high boots. And you're like, wait, what? Yes, they all are wearing the thigh high boots, and that was one of the stars of this menswear collection. So good that Pedro Pascal turned GQ upside down when he debuted in Off the Runway, the entire set, including the thigh high boots, for the Last of Us tour. But overall, beautiful collection. Go watch it. At number four, we have Bottega Veneta Spring Summer 2026 Ready to Wear collection. This was such a beautifully done show. I actually have no words, as you can see. And to be quite honest, I never really looked at Bottega before because I don't know, I just never called out to me. But the way that they use their signature pattern, I feel like it's very well done. Their pieces are very practical for everyday wear, but very elevated. The colors make sense together. Like this combo, it sparked something in my brain. I would have never thought to do this, but I love every minute of it. This was by far my favorite jacket, though. This is sickening. Sickening. Oh my god, the cinch at the waist. Like, I also will say the accessories were placed very deliciously. Everything made sense. I love this collection. I genuinely have no notes. I might be a fan of Bottega now. At number three, we have Schiaparelli bringing us their Haute Couture Fall Winter 2025 collection that gave us this breathtaking heartbeat dress that broke the internet. Now, the goal with Schiaparelli's collection was to blur the lines and play with what is past and future. And so they took archives and they inverted them into something that would look a little more futuristic. Now, Elsa Schiaparelli was more of a conceptual thinker rather than a physical thinker, so keeping that in mind, they took the concepts and movements of surrealism and played with old archival pieces to kind of stimulate but question what is a dress, what is art, can art be a dress, can they be both, you know? So then we get grand ruffle patterns, matador inspired blazers, and the exploring of new silhouettes without their signature corset that they're known for. All in all, I enjoyed the collection as I always enjoy anything Schiaparelli puts out. At number two, we have Robert One's Haute Couture Fall Winter 2025 show named Becoming, and it explores the beauty in the uncomfortable. This show had a dark but fascinating feel to it. There was very intentional imagery used with a lot of these pieces, such as rotting flesh, babies, blood, but I love the way the fabric was used, like with the blood and the beading. I'll show you guys in the next slide. But a lot of the pieces were faceless entities. Robert One says that this collection explores the task of looking inward and how that can be uncomfortable, how it can be sharp and unsettling and grotesque, but also there is beauty within all of that. And with Robert One's couture, I love it because it shows that couture doesn't have to look a certain way in order to be beautiful or to meet those standards. This is a different type of couture. This is very experimental, surrealist, very dark. And I do love fashion because I feel like you can interpret things in your own way too. Like I felt like I saw a lot of time references from the babies all the way to the veils and the rotting flesh and the darkness in the clothes and the coldness in the steel used. I think I don't know, it's very stimulating. But this was a wonderful show. I did make a slide previously speaking about it too on my page. If you wanted to check it out, please feel free to. And at the number one spot, we do have D Square's Fall Winter 2025 Ready to Wear collection. Oh my god, this show floored me. This collection was about community and collaboration, and so what D Square did was what any genius brand that I always say should do. They did world building. They created this entire nightclub set design and took all the character archetypes in the D squared world, from rockers to cowboys to disco divas, you name it. They took all the characters and put them all on one stage together. And when I tell you it was a star studded night, we have Tyson Beckford dripped in leather. We have Kiss. We have Cowboy Alton Mason, as well as Amelia in the Cher look. Oh my god, this was my favorite outfit of the entire night. And musical appearances by Doechii, as well as Enoli Choppa. And to end it all off, of course, they themselves had to do their stunning runway reveal, being handcuffed and walked down the runway by a cop. And let me tell you something, this is for their 30th anniversary. So you know this was a good night. This was so fun to watch. Definitely my top show of the year. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments.